Yo fam, what's good, how's everybody? Let's go. Well, do I have a build for you? Probably one of the best builds that I've ever made, and everyone knows how much I love Titans. I mean, this specifically the Arc Titan, and this Titan is just insane at the moment. Season 21 really done favors for Arc massively, and look, I would argue and say this is probably by far the best Arc build that we've ever seen. And now I'm not using Heart of Inmost Light. I will throw about 35% more grenades by using this build than I will by using Heart of Inmost Light, which is very surprising. And I have a comparison video a bit later after the build. But yeah, you can see in this just constant throwing grenades. The new artifact mods really helped Arc out for season 21, and this is why. These new artifact mods are just insanely great. And you know, you've got Thunderous Retort, which grants bonus Arc super damage when you're critically wounded. Electric Armor, stay amplified for longer while you have your Arc subclass equipped. You've got Amped Up, which Amped Up is gained damage resistance while you're amplified, so it's a win-win there. Lightning Strike twice after throwing an Arc Grenade, gain increased Arc recharge for a short time, and Arc Final Blows increase that time, and then Shock and all Arc Final Blows while you're amplified summon a burst of lightning that damages and jolts targets. So remember those, right? So much jolts, so much extra stuff for your Arc damage all up. You run whatever super you want, Thruster and Thunderclap. I mean, they really don't matter. But Pulse or Storm Grenades, either one you want to choose. I think personally, Pulses are better. If you look here, Pulse Grenades create an Ionic Trace periodically as it damages targets, increases its damage over time. So you're going to get Ionic Traces, which can give you more grenades. Storm Grenades, after detonating, creates a roaming thundercloud that tracks nearby targets. So they're both really good. And I use both of them in the video. Knockout, you defeating your targets while you're critically wounded. It gives you health regeneration. I like to run that just to give myself some extra health. Amplitude, Spark of Amplitude, and then Spark of Ions. Defeating jolted targets create Ionic Traces. Spark of Magnitude increases the Pulse Grenade and Storm Grenades. And then Spark of Discharge, Arc Weapon Final Blows have a chance to create an Ionic Trace. Now, if you're someone who dies a lot, Spark of Resistance can be there, especially if you're going to be running Pulse Grenades, you can do that. Spark of Shock, your Arc Grenades jolt targets. Now, if you're going to run Storm Grenades, you need to run that Spark of Jolt just because you're not going to get as many Ionic Traces back, and you want that jolting to happen. Harmonic Siphon, always anything Siphon-wise, and Ashes to Acids to gain super back. I've got Firepower, obviously, to create more orbs. I've got a 1 stack of grenade sticks kickstart. You can run 2 if you want. And I've got an Arc Reloader just so I can reload those weapons a bit quicker. And then onto your chest, which is the Armaterium. So you gain an additional grenade charge. That's why we're able to get it back. I'm running any of the damage resist I want. And then I'm running a charged up to give me more stacks of armor charge. Now onto the legs, you've got Innovation and you've got Recuperation. Both are there for health and grenade regeneration, and then running stacks on stack. So every time we get a Orb of Power, it's going to give us back 2 charges instead. You can run Elemental Charge if you want and replace one of the other perks there as well. Powerful Attraction. Now, this has been one of the best perks I've introduced. So use the dodge. It's going to give me back grenade energy because of Bomber. It's also going to give me the Orbs of Power. You can replace one of the Bombers for Reaper if you want as well. So really, that's the build in its essence. You want to have 100 resilience and 100 discipline if possible. And you can see here on the left-hand side is the Armaterium, and on the right-hand side is the Heart of Inmost Light. And I can tell you right now, using both of these builds, I mean, they're both great. They are both very good builds. Heart of Inmost Light, you obviously get the damage increase to your grenades. But you can just throw, as I said, 35% more grenades than you can with the Armaterium than you can with Heart of Inmost Light. And the grenades are so powerful at the moment. You're constantly just going to keep regenerating. The more grenades you can throw, the better off you're going to be, the more supers you're going to have. And, you know, as I said, I love both builds. I've made builds for both. And using both of them, I just think Armaterium is just so much more powerful. Now, to give you the rundown on both of this that's happening in front of you right now, is they're the exact same build. The only difference is the exotic changed, and they have the exact same stats, the exact same weapons, and we're doing the exact same thing at the time, which is on the moon. And this is using the Storm Grenades. So as I said before, the Storm Grenades are really good as well. Not as good as the Pulse Grenades, because the Pulse Grenades obviously give you the jolting, which gives you an Ionic Trace at the moment. So you have to replace that one mod if you're wanting to use, so your grenades are jolting targets as well. But as you can see here, I'm just constantly throwing storm grenades. It's so impressive the amount of grenades that you can throw with this build, and I challenge you to find one that's better. I honestly don't think you'll find a more perfected arc build. You're going to throw more grenades than you've ever thrown, and it's so much fun. You just you constantly keep dodging and just keep spamming grenades, and you know, it's just every time you want a grenade, you have a grenade. It's dead set one of the most broken builds, thanks to the new mods that they put into the artifact. It's good fun. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you smash a like, make sure you smash follow, and I will see you guys again on the next one. And if you have any ideas of other builds and stuff you'd like to see, smash them in the comments, and I will see you guys very soon. Stay groovy, stay safe as always. Appreciate you. GG's.